Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising, watch the video with your suggested song. It'll be the video right before this video on my page. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck already. There's some things I want to tell you. So when I heard your suggested song, I pictured the calm that the tourist experience once the boat calmed down, once the trip calmed down at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. The calm after that, faster, after that scene. Wheel of Fortune, let's see. The Emperor, yeah. The Seven of Swords, okay. The Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. You have this opportunity, and I've been talking to you about this, but now it's going to be a little bit from a different lens. You have Sagittarius energy on the table and Aries energy on the table. So the two fire signs are helping you to create this, where you can begin somewhere else. And for some reason, begin did not feel like start. Let me move the Page of Cups with the Six of Cups. I feel like you can go back to something that you've already studied with this Page of Swords. And you may realize with the Seven of Swords that what you're doing right now has really nothing to do with your interest. Like, it's just a job. Like, you've become an adult. And that's why I'm referencing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And you're thinking about how the chaos of perhaps your childhood, and I don't mean this in a negative way, just like the fact that you were super active, all the things you were doing, and then all of a sudden you flatlined and you became an adult. Here we go, it's coming out. And now you're like, well, I'd like to invest in this opportunity elsewhere. And it reminds me of the joys that I used to consider as a child. Let's clarify what the fortune is exactly, or yeah, like what is the good thing coming to Leo? The Six of Wands, Venus and Aries, a huge win. Let me see, clarifying the Emperor card, the Star card. I just said that. Like a dream that was once yours, you can now go back and adult within the dream. Go watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yes, it's assigned homework. Who's talking back like that? And I don't ever handle readings like that. But someone was just smart in the mouth. You could be quick. You could be quick with it, Leo. You could be very quick with it. And I'm hearing that the homophone, like you could be quick-witted, not just quick with it, but quick-witted. And once you acknowledge that you're living a boring adult life, like in a way that like the characters of Workspace, is that what that movie's called, or Experiencing Life, and you're like, no, I want to have more childlike wit, and I want to be clever. Ooh, these are interesting words. And you don't just want to complete tasks. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let me clarify this Star card, Aquarius energy, like what you know you should be wishing for. The Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn. The Empress. Oh, I like that. Is the Emperor out? Yeah. So the soulmates are on the table. I'm not talking about love, though. Maybe someone has resistance on that, because that felt sharp as well. The Hangman. So I was clarifying the Aquarius energy. This came out twice. It's like you have to give in to what you love. That's what I mean about the soulmates. Because you'll be the most rich there. You'll be the most fruitful doing something that you love. That's just facts. I'm hearing facts on facts on facts. But that'll bring you to racks on racks on racks. Yeah. I like your reading. All right. Let's clarify what you've been studying. The World. I saw that before I even recorded your suggested sound. I want you to know that every possible Aquarius card is out. So listen to me, Leo. You can pretend like you're not about to make a change. And I feel like there's a Leo that knows something in their stomach. You can ignore the brain in your stomach all you want, right? But it's reflecting, how do I even explain this to y'all? On the queasiness. Taurus's reading was about seasickness that you felt when you were on the boat and Willy Wonka was screaming, faster, faster, we're going faster, right? And how that excitement, that busyness of your childhood, and I need to continue to explain that. Maybe you were in sports and you danced and you were on the debate team and you were in church clubs, like you were doing a lot. You're reflecting on how it was already written that you were supposed to use those talents, those skills. You could have even been like in talent shows. And you were supposed to make a life of it. Please read the caption for your suggested song. Bottom of the deck, the Fool card. And you're going to begin. You're going to begin. And I'm thrilled to share this with y'all, actually. 607 as I'm getting that out. Because you're about to build a whole new world. Heavy on the Jasmine. Heavy on the Aladdin. Okay? And it may seem unreal. You know what I almost put for your caption, for your suggested song? You're tripping. But I mean that in a psychedelic way. It could probably feel unreal that Ace of Wands, you now have an opportunity to turn your love for acting as a child into you really being casted on a show. So let's go back to that, because I do think that someone's wearing a mask, because there's a bit of fronting. You could pretend like you don't notice the information coming from your stomach. You could pretend. But why would you do that? Why would you talk back like that to me? See what I mean? I heard y'all. Why would you be like, oh, well, this and this? If you start talking about adulting, that world isn't even real. It's not. So if you're like, oh, well, I would have to move, or I would have to pay bills, or you're boring me, and stop talking back. Leo, okay? And I'm saying this like with love. It's already so. So you could delay this all you want. And then when you're like 75, not sure why I said that number, but that's an appropriate communication in the numerology. When you're like 75 and you get casted for a show, let's just use this metaphor, or you're like 75 when you start to actually start surfing, but you always wanted to surf, you're going to be like, man, I could have did this at 33. Because that's what the empathy was telling you. Go watch the Taurus reading. I'm getting really passionate because I feel like you're not listening to the child that is talking to you. Maybe your child is demonstrating that same busyness and they're talking to you by just you going to their rehearsal, by you then seeing the recital and you're thinking about it. You need to listen and stop talking back. 3 of Wands. You've been waiting too long. It was 8:33 as I was getting that out. There's a 3 card here. You need to start to build the fantasy world. I love telling you that. You need to build the fantasy world that you want to see. You know, because I'm saying Willy Wonka, maybe you really, 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 really like candy. And you're looking at your children smash candying. And you're like, you know, I could start a little candy shop. Where are all the candy shops? I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate. But we need you, Leo. Like, we need you to be a representative of someone who confidently pops out. Maybe the Gemini reading is for you too, because I was speaking about astrology. That's what we need you for, Leo. We need you front and center as the demonstration of this. As the demonstration of someone who could trip out and create their whole own world. And you adulting. Stop playing with me.